All right, folks, switching gears a bit, it is a tough decision that many people have to face, especially in these tough economic times, and that is, do you file for bankruptcy? Not an easy question to answer, so here to help us now with that decision is Arun Melwani from Melwani Law. Arun, thank you for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jed.
Very, very tough thing to talk about, bankruptcy, and it's a tough decision to make. So what are some of the main reasons that people have to file for bankruptcy?
Chad, there are many reasons, but a lot of them focus in on medical bills. Medical is kind of an unexpected event, and the bills add up very quickly. And you could have a stable job, and despite having a stable job, the bills are accumulating faster than you can afford to pay them.
Right.
Another good reason that people come in for bankruptcy is, divorce, separation. Life happens.
Right.
When you have two households created all of a sudden and income hasn't gone up, but expenses double, another reason to file bankruptcy. Sometimes you just have people that are not the best at managing money. And in New Mexico, we have a lot of issues with payday loans. And people that are, living paycheck to paycheck, they have a small emergency even, and they go to a payday lender or something like that. And they take out this small loan that has, 300% interest. All of their disposable income and more goes every couple weeks to keeping up with that.
Yeah.
And so, those are some of the major reasons for filing bankruptcy, but there's a host of reasons. There's foreclosure. You could have lost your job. That's another major reason. And, that we have bankruptcy to help people stay on their feet and be able to get back out of the hole.
Kind of a fresh start back at it,
Exactly.
So what is the worst thing that someone can do if they're considering bankruptcy?
The worst thing someone can do if they're considering bankruptcy is to do nothing.
Okay.
Now, one of the biggest responses I get to people who come into my office eventually is, I wish I would have come in sooner. A lot of people just hope the problem will fix itself or things will just get better. And so, if you have this problem, even if you are contemplating the bankruptcy, go talk to a bankruptcy lawyer. Most bankruptcy lawyers don't charge anything for that initial consultation. Find out what your options are.
So at least get in and sit down and speak with you, for example. Come in and talk about and find out what the options are. Now, are there alternatives? Because like we said, bankruptcy is a scary idea. Are there alternatives to bankruptcy?
There are alternatives. There are alternatives in the bankruptcy system itself. There are different chapters of bankruptcy. And each chapter is going to help you do a different thing, and it may be beneficial for one person to file one versus the other chapter. But there's also credit counseling, there's debt settlement, and you need to talk to a bankruptcy attorney. A good bankruptcy attorney will probably walk you through all the different options you have and explain to you the goods and the bads of each one.
Right. And so what's the quick way and the best way for someone to find that right bankruptcy attorney?
If you're looking for a bankruptcy attorney, you have the standard means, right? You got television, you've got the yellow pages, you've got the internet. But more importantly, I think what you need to do is find someone that you're comfortable with and call the state bar. Verify that they're a licensed practicing attorney, and more importantly, meet with a couple of attorneys to make sure you find the right fit. Price is not the biggest issue. It's the fit, and you need to feel comfortable with that attorney. And you also should make sure that attorney does bankruptcy as their primary practice.
Fantastic. Arun Melwani of Melwani Law. For more information, head over to CASA.com and click on the Style blog.